So in this video we're gonna go over version control in GitHub, since we're gonna be using GitHub for our project for database class. And here's the empty Cloud9 workspace. And the first thing we will do is just to get a copy of this repository in our Cloud9. So what we're going to do is just copy this link and back to your workspace. And there's nothing in my workspace right now, so what I will do, I just say git clone, put a link and then enter, and you put your username and you put your password. I guess, yeah, it worked now. Now I have this folder, the same exact folder from GitHub was copied over here. So I'll change directory. CD means change directory, so I'm gonna change directory to stock Genie. And we inside the stock Genie right now, I'll list whatever it has. So it has README and license, just like this, license and README. So right now there are like something called branches in GitHub. So right now we are in a master branch, but usually since we're working in a team, we want to work on like a separate branch. So now let's just talk about branching. So let's say you got to work on some bug or some part of the project. You just create a new branch, just call git branch, and you name it. So let's say you go to issue queue, and there is one issue called database design. Let's say you're working on database, you assign it to yourself, and just name your branch name, just database or something, whatever the issue name is. So git branch database design. Now I created a new branch. You can check it by saying git branch. Now we see that there is database design branch and the master branch. So what is actually branch doing? So branch is basically copying the whole master folder. It's just a copy of the whole master folder. So whatever you do here doesn't affect the master. Once you finish your work here, then you commit it, then I'll review and push it back to master if it functions correctly. So now you have but you're still in the master branch so far, and then now you have to switch to the database design branch. So the way you switch branches is just by saying git checkout database design. Now it's switched to branch called database design. Now you're on your own branch. Now you can work here, do whatever you want. Let's say now we have a readme file, right? So let's make changes to the readme file. You can also make changes from here, from this side. It's an editor built in Cloud9. So let's say we go to readme. There is this called stock Genie, this machine learning stock predictor application. Okay, so let's say I want to add some text in here, and I want to commit it to, and I commit it, and I want to commit it. So let's say you put, this is just an example sentence. Now you made this change, and the way you check what changes you made on this branch is by typing Git Status. Oh, we didn't save it or something. Yeah, now once I saved it, you say Git Status. You can see here modified was readme. You actually modified readme file. This is just an example setting. You edit this. If you want to see what change you made inside this file, you can just say git diff readme, and now it's going to show you the change plus this sentence was added to this file. So yeah, now you know how to see your changes. And the next thing to adding it back to master is once you see your changes, you have to add basically git add, if there are so many changes in different files, if you want to add all of them, you can just say git -a, which adds everything, all the changes. But if you just want to add one file, you just say git add readme. Now it added it, and if you say git status modified readme is green right now. So the next step is to commit this. So we want to commit first, git commit git commit -m, and then what you want to do is just comment whatever change you did. So edit as sentence into readme. So, and then enter. Now once you commit it, what you want to do is you want to say git push origin, your whatever branch name you're working on, call it database design, and then you put your GitHub username, and then you put your password. Authentication failure. I typed the wrong password, I guess. And now you see this has been pushed to your GitHub. Now we're gonna go back to my GitHub and then check. So now here's a branch. This is master. Now we're gonna go into readme. There's nothing, no change here. So our master is clean, no changes. All the changes we made were made in a branch called database design. If I go to database design, I can go inside this readme, and you can see now here this is just an example sentence showed up. So once you finish, like usually working on a feature or on your own work, whatever you're working on, once you finish, you basically complete it, push it into commit it, and then push it into your branch. Once it's here, all the changes are here, what you're going to do is usually you create a pull request. Go here, I think, and then you create a new pull request, and then so I think base is master, and the compare with, I guess, database design, because this is the branch we're working on. So we want to push the database design changes to master, and you just say create pull request. I guess this is one file that was changed basically, and I guess say create pull request, and then over here when you do reviewers, you're gonna put my name, like share, or you can just say Sanginov's. It shows up because since it's my own account, it's not showing up. So see Alexander, I can just say him, and he will get notification about this change, and he can review and then push it into update the master. But since I'm I have the folder, the master branch in my account, I should be reviewing all these changes. So, and then updating the master. So now whatever you can comment, and then just create a pull request. Now the pull request was created, and yeah, so this is basically the workflow. So whatever you work on is basically just create a branch, make all the changes, and just commit your changes, and then push it into your GitHub branch. And then once you finish it, then you create a pull request. So we review your changes, and then update the master branch. So so this that's what I just want to talk about. If you watch all this video and then try on your own, just write down those commands because it can be useful. It will be useful because you'll be using them a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.